So I got an email yesterday from a colleague, and this is a guy who usually talks in, bullet points, super quick.
Slack style, right.
Exactly. But this email, it was a full paragraph. It had these complex clauses and this like perfect narrative flow, and it was just littered with M dashes.
There it is. The long dash.
It was the tell. And now I can't unsee it everywhere. It seems like every chatbot, every piece of generated text is obsessed with it.
The dead giveaway.
So for this deep dive, we're looking at why. Why are these digital assistants so into this one punctuation mark? And what does it, tell us about what's going on under the hood?
Well, it's funny because it feels like just a stylistic choice, but it's actually a perfect window into how these models think. It really boils down to two things: prestige bias and safety.
Okay, prestige bias. That makes a lot of sense when you think about the training data, right? It's not just reading like comments on the internet.
Not at all. To learn what good writing looks like, it's digesting huge digital libraries.
Yeah.
We're talking classic literature, Jane Austen, Herman Melville.
So it sees all these dashes in old books and thinks that's how you're supposed to sound smart.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it's not just novels. It's high-end journalism, too. Think The New Yorker, The Economist. In that world, the M-dash is a totally valid, sophisticated tool. The AI sees that and just over-indexes on it.
But the safety mechanism part, that's where it really clicked for me. It's not just about style, it's about a predictive model trying to avoid making a mistake.
Yes, exactly. You have to remember, an LLM is always just guessing the next word. If it wants to connect two ideas, using a word like however or consequently is actually a big risk.
Right, because if you say consequently, you're locking yourself into a cause and effect relationship. You've painted yourself into a corner.
You really have. But the M-dash, it's the universal adapter. It's a safe bet. You can use it for a side thought, a pause, a total pivot.
Yeah.
And you haven't committed to anything. Statistically, it's the safest way to keep a sentence going without breaking it.
It's the duct tape of grammar. It just holds everything together.
That's a great way to put it.
And, speaking of building robust systems that hold together, if you're trying to figure out where AI can actually fit into your world beyond just writing grammatically safe emails, you should really look at Embersilk.
Oh, they're doing some amazing work.
Yeah.
Embersilk specializes in all the heavy lifting, AI training, automation, real software integration.
Yeah, if you need to uncover where agents could make the most impact for your business or even just for your personal life, check them out at embersilk.com.
A great resource.
So getting back to this fingerprint, we know the AI learns from old books, but I think there's a physical reality here that's maybe the biggest piece of the puzzle. It's the difference between a token and a keystroke.
The friction argument, yes.
Yeah. I mean, for me to type an M dash right now, it's actually kind of a pain. I have to remember a hotkey or use an alt code. It takes effort.
There's friction involved for a human.
Right. And that friction is a natural filter. We use them sparingly. But for an AI...
For an AI, an M-dash is just another token. It costs the exact same amount of computational energy as the letter A or a comma. There's zero friction.
So it just spits them out constantly because they're safe and, well, easy.
Exactly. And that mismatch is creating this strange shaming effect.
It is. I've seen writers saying they're now actively taking M dashes out of their work because they're afraid of being accused of using ChatGPT.
It's becoming an endangered species in human writing, just to avoid the stigma. But okay, here's a more optimistic thought to end on.
I'm ready.
The sources say this pattern is so deeply baked into the models that even if you tell an AI, do not use M dashes, it often fails. It literally struggles to write what it considers a good sentence without that crutch.
That is wild. It's a habit it actually can't break.
Right. But maybe that's not a glitch. You could argue the machine is preserving a literary style. A style that we humans are just too busy or maybe too efficient to type out anymore. It's keeping the spirit of Melville alive.
So it's not copying us. It's aiming for our highest standard of expression. I love that. It's a digital preservation project.
That's all the time we have for this deep dive. If you enjoyed this conversation, please subscribe to the show.
Yeah.
And hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can.
It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.